This is Spirit Medium Laura. I thought that was not going to go off tonight. Sorry about that. I guess my timing is a little different this evening. I'm out of whack. Hopefully I'll get back in whack with everything. This is The Mix, which is a mix of channeling, mediumship, and messages with me, Spirit Medium Laura. The website for this show is spiritmediumtv.com. That's where I have all the particulars I'm about to discuss. And also on Blog Talk Radio, the show can be listened to at blogtalkradio.com/spirit-medium-laura.com. And if you go there, at the bottom of the page, there will be a chat room. And everything I'm about to say was already sent into the chat room and is on spiritmediumtv.com. Okay, so what I want to say is, if you want to get a reading, the phone number to call in and get in the reading queue is area code 347-945-5849. That's 347-945-5849. And there's also a Skype way to get in, and there's a button which you would use at blogtalkradio.com/Spirit Medium Laura, hyphens between Spirit Medium and Laura, but it would be for this radio show this evening. This show happens Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. However, this Wednesday, July 22nd, I will be off the grid, enjoying getting 1 year older, or doing something to celebrate my birthday. So that won't be happening, but I will have a past show that will be here that you can listen to. If you want to watch the show live, yes, there's a visual version of the show at spiritmediumtv.com. Towards the middle of the page, there's a live video feed of the show, and that goes to YouTube automatically. Okay, so if you have an urgent matter that you really need to talk to Spirit, I'm just the intermediary, by the way, everybody. If you really need to talk to Spirit and you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, you can jump the gate with the 8 No Wait. Donate $8 at spiritmediumtv.com and you will jump to the top of the queue. I already have 2 people that have donated. There's a Debbie in somewhere out there, and there's a Chelsea who I think Debbie's around, but I don't know where Chelsea is because I haven't seen her yet. Come in, and that means that I give them priority, and we usually get way more people than I can get to. There's Chelsea. Okay. And Debbie, I don't know. I did see her in the chat room, but I don't know where she is yet in the queue. You may very well be there, Debbie. I just haven't found you yet. Okay. So that's a few items. If you want to, if you really have an urgent matter and can't wait, you can make a donation and jump to the top of the queue. You can also, yippee, get a third more free in your private session with me. You can have a private session, and if you pay for, say, 15 minutes, you get 5 minutes extra. Pay for 30 minutes, you get 10 minutes extra. And you can do that by going to booklaura.com, and when you book your session, which that would be your own private session you're paying for, it will ask you what your event name and the date is. If you do put that in there, then I know you get a third more free in your private session with me. Yippee! I know it's not crazy. I've lost my mind, but I love to write little poems like that. You can also win a psychic session. You can be in to win by joining the mailing list in the upper right of the website, spiritmediumtv.com. So you can be in to win a private psychic session with me. It's a monthly contest. Okay? So you're not competing with everybody that is on the mailing list, just those that join during the month you're in. All you have to do to be in to win is go to spiritmediumtv.com. And blah, 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 blah. I have a lot of events going on these days. One of the most popular events, I won't go into all of them, but one of the most popular ones is the monthly private trance circle, which is a small, intimate gathering and limited to 10 people. And every month I've been doing this, it sells out. And you can join any of my live events, as this event as well is listed there, on Meetup. I have a Meetup. And the link to my Meetup is at You guessed it, spiritmediumtv.com. Okay, so I'd like everybody out there in listening land to get ready for their readings and their connections to the other side. I'm going to start with some channeling in a moment. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do all that, I do want to bring Susie B in because we discussed something today which might be of interest to you. She's got questions about the other side. So let me see what she has to ask this evening. Hold on. Getting Susie B in here. Susie, there she is. Okay. Let's see here. There's, oh no, wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. There she is. Susie, honey?
Hello, Laura. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Oh,
yes, I always have a million questions to ask Spirit, and I think that they're very, very good questions.
Oh, I have to ask you something. Do you know how to knock somebody out of the chat room? Do you know how to knock somebody out of the chat?
I can work on that, yes.
Okay, well, I don't know if we can, he already logged out, but his name is Jack Becker, and he's writing pornography in the chat room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I will take care of that.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to interrupt, but I just noticed it. Now he's not. He did log out. Hopefully he doesn't come back in. Okay, love. Go ahead. Give me your question.
Okay. The one question is it seems as though this place on the other side called Summerland is very popular with Spirit, and it sounds very nice and everything, but what I would like to know is what is the temperature like on the other side?
Okay, let me just see if I can bring in an answer for you. And by the way, smart, nice guy just said something, yeah, in support of us. Thank you, smart, nice guy. Okay, what is the temperature like in Spirit? Now, I have never had.
He doesn't like summer.
Oh, that's a very good question. You know why? Because a lot of people think of hell, for example, as being fire and brimstone and really, really hot. And you know, it's really not it's not a physical place. So the temperature can be anything that you want it to be. It's really according to your consciousness and your awareness that the experience wraps around you. If your consciousness is one that needs to experience cold or heat or what have you, you'll have that come in. If your consciousness is one where you're still stuck in the mode of suffering, then you might create something that you really don't want to experience. But creating events and creating experiences in Spirit is also optional. Okay, you can also just be there and be under, from what I understand, I mean, I'm sure I've been to Spirit, but I don't have full cognition of it. But through my own talking to those individuals that have transitioned, that Spirit is a place that allows you to gestate and heal. It could allow you to be held in a waiting or healing area where not so much what you're deciding, but more what your guides are deciding for you. So there's many different ways to experience it. There's as many ways to experience Spirit or Summerland. Well, Summerland's a part of Spirit. There's as many ways to experience the world of Spirit as there are ways to experience life. It's truly an infinite thing. Like looking at a crystal and looking at a kaleidoscope, right? Yeah, it's always changing according to consciousness. But the basic thing that I think is important to note, that it is a reflection or almost a projection of where you are emotionally, spiritually, evolutional, in an evolutionary sense. So, for example, if you did some horrendous, I have had one soul come in from the other side who had committed suicide, and he was not in a happy place. But I have the vast majority of those souls that I brought in from the other side are in very wonderful places. That soul still needed to do a lot of healing. There are other souls that they don't, they either have gone through their healing or they just didn't need that kind of healing. So it's always different depending on the soul and what they need. And I hate to give you that kind of an answer, but it really is that way. It's hard for us to understand that.
Well, if a person has had a traumatic life on the earth plane, I would think that it just doesn't disappear instantaneously when you cross over. I believe that it does take some healing.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not always the same. Again, we think very causally in three-dimensional sense. We think cause and effect. But what I have noticed, and I have no other way to really explain this to you or anyone else other than what I've experienced as a medium, seeing and hearing and bringing them in. I have had a soul come in at the beginning of the session be troubled. And then once they get through that section of their expression, all of a sudden they're okay. It's almost like they're trying to show that they went through a healing, then they're through the healing, and now they're out of the healing. There have been others, and that all happens regardless of what we're doing with that soul. That's what they're doing. So there's no timeline. We're looking at it as a linear progression. Maybe they're trying to say, in this sense of the all now, they were needing healing, now they don't need healing. It's hard for us to understand that. You see, then there are other souls where I really will do a healing with them. Some souls will send into the light. I will see them move from being very, very upset or very troubled to being in the light and being cleared. So it's hard to answer these. It's hard to understand spirit in human earth terms. Very, very difficult.
So in other words, they show us not in the. They may show us not in the literal sense. Things, and it can be interpreted. As far as what they're showing you.
Right. And that's one of the things, it's yeah, exactly. You have to interpret as you go along, and there's no absolute. The only absolute I would say is that spirit is a place where cause and effect blend. There's only now. And that whatever you've done on earth, you cannot avoid experiencing from your own. Like if you've harmed someone, you will feel it. You will feel what you did to them when you go to spirit. You will feel it. So without further ado, I'm going to try to get to the lines now, honey. And, we can do this.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do this more often.
Very much.
Thank you, honey. Thanks, love. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. And so I'm going to do a little bit. First, I'm going to do a little meditation, pull us into the sessions, and then I'll do some channeling, and then I'll go to the phone lines. And so I would like everybody to sit back, uncross your arms and legs. Start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to completely relax and let go. Completely relax and let go. Breathing in and out, focusing on your solar plexus and your abdominal area, letting go of any tension that you might be bringing in this evening, knowing that you're in a safe place. And as you do that, I would like you to start calling in those loved ones from the other side you care to speak with. Or if you're calling for your own life, that you start to focus in on your questions, get them organized in your brain. As you do that, I will invoke the master prayer. I'll do that silently. I'll be back in a second. Please invoke all requests made earlier today in the master prayer right now. And now what I'd like you to do, each and every one of you, is join the energy circle by exhaling on your next exhale of breath, exhaling your energy out into your space. And I will connect all of us into what's called a morphic field. One moment, please. There's a lot of green tonight. As far as the overall color for the circle, meaning we're in a circle now, by the way. We're all connected energetically, and you will unconnect automatically at the end of the show because it's inherent or it's in the prayer I do. But now we're all connected. But the color that I see is green for the show. That means a lot of people in the audience are looking for healing. Okay? And that's sort of a no-brainer, but I always like to show the color or talk about it's another color coming in. Another color coming in is silver. Silver is the color of spiritual evolution and grace. Spirit is channeling to me. Spiritual evolution and grace. And there's some very high-minded souls that are with us this evening, not only in spirit, but also on the phone lines. There's several of you that are in the phone queues or listening that have come to Earth to help and heal. And you have quite an evolutionary task ahead of you, quite a service task ahead of you. And you're being reminded this evening that even though you're in physical does not make you any less or more. That being in physical actually is your way of martyring yourself for the purpose of service. So we have a lot of people who are listening this evening who are in service. Service to humanity, service to evolution of mankind. Please do not ignore your service. Please understand and embrace it fully. Sounds like I'm already channeling something, but without further ado, I'm going to bring in a more pointed or more, I'm going to make a request for a group message. One moment, please. We are here. We are the ones. We are the ones that work with each of you on your evolution. And indeed, there are many in the listening audience this evening, and always, by the way, that do attract to this show because you have a purpose of healing and helping those on Earth. Some of you feel that because you are in a body that you do not have the ability to heal and help, or that you are less than us in spirit. None of you are less than us in spirit. Each of you is the same. Actually, every single soul is the same in terms of spiritual evolution and responsibility. You are all the same. We are the same as you. Now, does that mean that we have evolved more than you? Some of us have, in an evolutionary sense. But in the sense of having purpose and personal responsibility, each of us is identical in task. Each of us, you, me, all of us, we have the task or the responsibility to evolve. What does this mean, you might ask? What truly is evolution? For that, too, is a subjective idea. Evolution is allowing others to see the light more, allowing yourself to experience the light more, being in the aspect of what we would call hope, always seeing the bright side and never seeing the lack. So when one evolves truly, one never sees lack. One only sees hope. And hope is the theme for this evening. We would like to give each of you that is listening and attending the idea that hope is your saving grace. When you are down, when you feel that all the chips are against you, when you feel you've used up all of your trophies, all of your awards, all of your resources, finally then, hope is the only thing that can finally help you. We would like to give all of you hope, for indeed, you are really living in an eternal environment. There is no lack, there is no limit, there is no end. All there really is hope. Hope floats on the wings of love. Hope floats on the wings of grace. Hope floats on your hearts. Hope is part of your divine nature, but it is also a tool for you to find your divine nature. We want to give each of you this evening the idea to use hope always with an attitude that it will work and give you a plan when you feel that you have none ahead. Namaste. Yeah, that's a nice message. That's a good message. I can relate to that. Certainly can. Okay, so I'm going to go to the first person that is waiting for another side connection, and then I will get to those people who have made a donation who want life questions, and so on and so forth. Okay, it's kind of hard to figure out who's what over here on the switchboard because it moves around. But I do have somebody here who I spoke with earlier, and I believe it is Catherine. Yes. Hello, Catherine, honey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, darling. How are you?
Good.
Good. Now, I said to you that I felt it was a different kind of connection for you, not the normal average. Usually I feel father, mother, whatever. But let me just see, honey, because as soon as I connected with you, felt like something was going on. Karen, 321. Are there redheads in your family, honey? Karen?
Sort of, yes.
Okay, because it's like an burnished tint somebody's hair. I don't know if it's yours or somebody else around here. There's like a lot of that. There's also mercurial nature, up and down, very pixie-like individuals, like a lot of energy like that. Fun-loving family. I don't know where these messages are coming from right now. Maybe they're supposed to be delivered, but I'm just going to go with it. Hold on. Okay, so now I see somebody with a head of hair that's kind of thick, and it's reddish, got some reddish or burnish. It's got a wave to it. It's on the shorter side. Very playful individual. I don't know who that is, and I'm going to stop for a second because I need the soul and spirit to please step forward and tell me who you are and tell me where you belong in relationship to Catherine, please. Hold on. Okay, so I keep feeling that I don't know if this is in spirit or where this is, okay? I'll just be honest with you. But as soon as I connected with your energy, I felt a young boy, a young man, okay? Now, do you have a young family member that's in spirit, please? That's a male boy. Or do you have a boy on Earth?
On Earth, yes.
You have a son?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's maybe what I felt before, but whoever it is in spirit was showing me that for some reason. Okay. Now, as I say that, I also get the feeling that there's a mother figure to you that is in spirit. I don't know yet exactly who she is or how far up the family line she is. Mother figure.
Okay.
Okay. Pixie-like in nature, petite kind of body type. I don't see her yet. Pointed nose, straight nose, curly kind of hair. Shows me the hair more like when it still has color to it, like it's not white in the vision she's giving me, but they can show it any time in their life. Okay, she's got a little bit of wave to it, a little bit of wave to it. The hair color looks like it's got an burnish tint to it, but it's also brown and also has like a lighter thing. So it's like if I was to say the color, it's kind of like a mid-tone with some burnish tints, some brown and some golden highlights in it. And this is maybe when she was younger. I don't know. All I know is what she's showing me right now. It's on the shorter side of the hair, but long enough to have a little bit of a wave to it. Hold on. Ugh, she's making me choke a little bit. Hold on. Why are you choking me? Why are you choking me, sweetheart? I don't feel well when I'm on Earth towards the end of my life. I'm not feeling well at all. There is some choking and there is also some problem in my stomach area. She's using the word solar plexus. Down there in the stomach area, on up to the throat area. It's hard for her to get words out and communicate with others. She's not feeling well for quite a while. She also gives me the impression that there was an operation made on her in the stomach area. Now, I know I still haven't given you enough for you to identify. I know you said when I said something about the wavy or short hair. But let me just continue for one or two more facts, honey, and then we'll come back to you. All right, Catherine?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, honey. Okay. Okay, so there's choking, there's abdominal pain, there's a bloatedness in the stomach area, not feeling well for a while. They took it all out, but then it came back. That means, I guess maybe there was something they had to remove, and then whatever it was that was growing inside of her continued to grow. Not feeling well for quite some while. But she also says that the operation gave her renewed hope for a while that she would be all right and that she would feel well. She also gives me the impression that she was in the healthcare profession herself. Not only that she received care, but that maybe when she was younger she was a nurse or somehow in that field. She also gives me the impression, sorry for repeating myself, but she doesn't feel she doesn't feel that much older than you. So if she's a grandma or a mom, then there's a sisterly kind of connection there as well, unless she is an older sister. You see, I'm going a little broad with this. She's got a petite kind of body, high cheekbones, nose curves up a little bit, roundish, oval. No, it was a roundish kind of face. Now, from what I'm saying, can you understand this for anyone you would know, honey?
I thought it was my grandmother, but actually, my grandmother. That's what I was thinking. But if you're saying she was younger, she she wasn't younger when she crossed over.
Right, but she's only showing me herself when she's younger. In other words, the visual she's giving me is when she's more petite, younger, cute woman. Then she shows me, she adds into that mix without showing me herself when she's older yet. I still don't have a visual, but I do feel that she has something wrong in her stomach, that she's got an operation, they take it out, she thinks she's going to be well, then she gets ill again. Does this fit your grandma, please?
No.
Okay, did she have cancer, please?
No.
Okay. Did she have an operation in her stomach area ever, please, that you know of?
I don't believe so. I'm not completely sure of that.
Okay. So let me just tell you what I see. Okay. Like I said, she has this, her hair has got a beautiful, I guess you'd call it like an auburnish chestnut kind of thing going on before it gets white. Okay. Did grandma have hair? Did grandma have hair like that?
She did. This definitely fits her description of what you said.
Yeah, she's petite. She has a little bit of a pixie-ish kind of feel to her. Okay, nose is a little, yeah, right? Nose goes up a little bit. She's got high cheekbones. She even seems like she might have had a little bit when she was younger, maybe before she got older, you know, a little bit of freckles, just like a little bit of freckles. And she's very kind-hearted. She's very, what's the word for it? Pixie-like, but she gives me another word. Mercurial. Mercurial means up and down emotionally, but whimsical. That's the word she's looking for. Whimsical. She's playful. She's whimsical. She's got this sprightly kind of energy. Even as she gets older, she's got this kind of part of her that is like as if, you know, when you talk to her, she's talking to you about other things. She's not always so practical with her feet on the ground. I don't know how to put it in grandma terms. I can only put it in the terms she's giving me, but she's kind of interesting, you know? She's kind of interesting. Okay, she's giving me a word, more creative than the average sort, she says, more creative than the average sort. So she's a creative person, whimsical and kind of daydreamy, kind of sweet kind of air about her. Okay, now she shows me herself getting older, and I don't know what was going on with the stomach and the bloating and all that, but we'll find out in a moment. Okay, so I see her now, she's getting older, and she's very attractive, very pretty. Even her skin, it stays nice till the older age. It's smooth, but there's some wrinkles around the eyes. Oh, yeah, she's a little bit like Shirley MacLaine in terms of that. You know, she's not Shirley MacLaine. She doesn't look identical to Shirley MacLaine, but she's got a smooth skin, and she looks good as she gets older. She still looks good. She's got almost like a regality to her. I said whimsical and pixie-like, but also regal, and something very upper class about her, very polished. She seems to have a son under her, which could mean a few things. I see a male under her. That could mean that she's your father. Could mean she's your father's mother, or that you have an uncle, like your mother's has a brother, a couple of brothers, or that there's a brother to you, or that there's a grandson. But down the family line, there's a male. Okay. She says she's not that eager to let go of life when she's on Earth. She says she loved her time on Earth very much. She had a very good life. She did like a little bit of alcohol, not to excess, but she liked her brandy. She liked to have a little drink every now and then. She liked the good things in life. I get the sense, now you're from area code 321. Is that Chicago area, honey? Where's 321? Is that New York? Because she's like from the Northeast. Where's 321?
Oh, well, 321 for me, I'm in Florida, but she used to live up in Montreal and Brooklyn, and then down to Florida.
Oh, okay. Because I do see that air is north, like the north part of the northern continent. I see that with her. Okay. Now I'm going to try to see something with the health with her.
I'm sorry?
I'm looking at her health right now, honey, just to go back to that. Hold on. What's going on with your health, Grandma? There's a problem with her stomach. Okay, again, I get this feeling of the stomach. She's got narrow shoulders compared to something going on in her stomach. Get it. There's something going on in the abdominal area. Now, you said you don't know how she died. Don't tell me how she died, but do you know if she died, please? Yes or no? How she died? Yes or no, please.
No.
You don't know.
Exactly sure.
Okay. Do you know if she had anything wrong with her abdominal area inside her body? Yes or no? Just yes or no?
No.
You don't?
Not sure.
You don't know. Okay. Well, she's showing me that she has a cancer in there. Okay.
Okay.
And it's a uterine cancer. Okay. And
okay.
and that she even did have it operated on, and it's also swollen, like as if her abdominal area was swollen. Now, that might have been sometime during her life. She says that she had it, then she had an operation, it went away, and then it came back again later on. That's the final thing. So maybe they did take out her uterus and gave her a hysterectomy. I don't really know. You can check that. What I'm getting is that that's what happened. Okay, she had an operation. They thought they got it all out, but then it came back later on. Maybe it came back another way. So I believe she died of cancer, honey, and you're not sure of that. So you'll have to check that out. Okay? All right. So let me just see what else. She probably has a personal message for you, honey. Well done.
Okay.
She says, I'm sorry that I didn't have a chance to really get to know you very well, Catherine, or get to know the family very well. So I want you to know that she gives me a sense of separation between you and her. Now, you said you're in Florida, and she was in Florida also, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did she see your little boy before she passed, honey? Because that's what I'm feeling. She never had a chance.
No.
Okay. She didn't have a chance. Yeah.
I was still a kid when she passed.
Okay. Because that's one of the reasons why she showed me the little boy when she first connected with me earlier, is because she's just, she knows that you have a little boy. She's amazed at the beautiful family. She's sorry that she wasn't around to follow all of this. She says she's very happy in her home in spirit, however, and she doesn't want you to ever think that it's a horrible place or a bad place or anything like that. She's in a wonderful, beautiful place. She also says that your father is with her. Now, your father, is he alive?
Oh my God.
Okay, that's why she came in. Okay, I think she must be your father's mother. Is that correct, honey?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So she says he's here with her, and she's taking good care of him, nursing him back to health. She says it will take a long time before he'll be able to come in. He's not ready just yet. She says she knows that that's why you called in this evening. She says, and she's sorry that she couldn't get him ready for you, but another time, another time, another time. She wishes you much love, and she gives you a big kiss and hug, and she also gives him a kiss and a hug on his head to let you know she's taking care of him for now. I'm sorry I can't bring him in this evening, honey, but another time we'll do that, okay?
Okay. When it says that she's nursing him back to health, what exactly does that,
What that means is that it doesn't really mean he's sick in spirit. It just means, as I mentioned earlier, that if you go to spirit and you've had an illness, so what she's saying is he had an illness of some sort. He wasn't well. Of course, every time we go to spirit, we're not well in some way. Could have even been an accident,
right?
Whatever it is. But she's taking care of him is what she means. And that's all she means. Because right now she's saying that he's sort of like still in a place where he's getting used to spirit. Getting used to the world of spirit.
Like
adjusting. I also hear there's a trauma there, or a sense of it being sudden, or that there's an adjustment needed on his part. I also get this sense that there's no closure. So he's traumatized just as much as you were. Okay, because he's here on earth one moment, then there the next. But I don't want to bring him in right now because I want to get to some other people that are waiting. Okay, honey?
Okay, well, thank you, and I'll definitely call back another time.
Okay, love. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, and also you can arrange for a private session with me if any of you are so inclined, or if Catherine is so inclined. And you will get, if you're calling in from an event like the radio show, you'll get a third more. Isn't that wonderful? And if you haven't joined the mailing list, please do so. You'll be in to win a private session with me. Just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper right portion of the screen, you can go right ahead and join the mailing list. I'm going to go to those who've made a donation. I believe that there's a Chelsea. I have to find, I know she's in there somewhere. Chelsea. There she is. And then we'll go to Debbie. Hi, Chelsea. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing good, love. Go ahead and give me your question, honey, and don't give me any background, all right? Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just wondering what you see for love for me.
Okay. Hold on. It's for Chelsea. Okay. I get the feeling that you're really asking about something that is already in place, or that you know from before. Is that correct, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a good guy. He will come round eventually. But it does feel like you're going to have to really be very patient and give him the benefit of the doubt for now. But I do feel he is interested, and I do feel that he will come around to your way of thinking eventually. Commitment is more in your mind than his mind at this moment. However, that can lead to something. It can definitely lead to something. He is interested in you. He feels like he has children of his own, or this. It feels like there's something there. Does he have his own family, honey?
No, but we've talked about marriage and kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he doesn't have it of his own, I feel children around the situation. So I think what you're really saying is it true? Can I really have this wonderful man? And the answer is yes.
Is he mine? I feel like he's like a twin soul or something. Like all this weird stuff started happening in synchronicities when I met him.
Ooh.
It's very, very strange.
Ooh. Well, I do feel that, it looks good. I do feel that there's a commitment there coming. Will be very soon. It won't be as long as you might have thought. Within the next 6 months or so, you'll have more certainty of where you're going to go with him.
Okay.
All right, honey?
So do you think it's going to be committed?
Yeah.
Like marriage committed or just relationship?
I do feel marriage commitment. Hold on 1 second, please. Let me just go someplace with this. He does want what he says he wants. He's not just blowing wind in your face. And it does look like this will lead to marriage and commitment. Now, I want you to know, and everyone out there to know, that I'm giving you the potentiality of the moment, your projected future of all things considered at this moment. It looks like there would be a commitment. But there's always free will, and lives can change. But as of right now, it looks like a commitment would be in the offing and in the near future, within the next 6 months.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye.
You too.
What a sweetie. Okay, now I'm going to go to Debbie, who's also, there she is, and she's got a life question. Debbie, honey, just give me your question, not any background. Okay, love?
Okay. I'd like to know about how my back is going to be doing. I'm going to the doctor next week, and I just want to know if you see what's going on with it.
Sure. Let's see. Debbie's back.
It's going to be better.
Yeah. Hold on. No, it has a lot of problems. It does need a lot of healing, and you do need the doctor's care. I'm going to ask you to lower that, or whatever that sound is in the background, honey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is a serious matter. It does seem like it will get better over time, but you need to you need to get that care of what the doctor is going to tell you. But it's not something light that you can get over easily. It feels like you've done something to injure it, and that it does need to have some, it needs care. Okay, will you ever get over it? Yeah, eventually, but it looks like it's something that won't ever really go back to what it was before. It looks like it will need, will always, as if you have a herniated disc or something that will always be there, or that you will have it. You'll have to do something about that. Yeah.
I had a surgery on it already, and I thought I was going to be better, but I'm still having problems.
Yeah. So what I would recommend is you be extremely, extremely careful that you go to at least 3 different doctors and go through some of your friends or people that have had operations on herniated discs, to be sure that you're going to the best one possible. Because I have a neighbor here who he had a, what they call that, a microsurgery on his herniated discs, and he can walk around. He's perfect now. So it has so much to do with the techniques they're using and the doctors that you're choosing. So
yeah, I already had that done, but I'm still having problems. It's even been a year after surgery.
Oh, wow. All right, let me just see something if I can give you any other advice about this. And of course, everybody listening, I'm a psychic, not a doctor, and she knows to go to a doctor. But I'm only, right, all I'm doing is giving you insight. Hold on, let me just see here, going actually down into the area. Feels like it's in the lumbar region, honey. Is that where it is? The lower back?
Yeah.
Okay. You won't get over this easily. It will take some time to heal. The thing is, it looks like it might be a little bit of a touch-up needed. Again, another operation. There looks like there's some kind of obstruction in there that's growing, like a bone spur or something. So this is what I'm seeing. We'll see what the doctor says, okay? But but over time, with some TLC and having an adjustment there, it looks like they might want to go in there and remove something that seems to be sitting there that hasn't been taken out. It looks like some kind of, either they put a pin in there or that there's some kind of a bone spur in there. So that has to be eliminated, or you have to, go in there and clear that out. And then over time, I do feel it will heal. It is very annoying to you because you're a very active person. You like, I do feel that you like to be very, very active. And, it's not your fault that this happened. It was an accident, but it will be cured over time. You just need to be patient, and you need to do your due diligence in researching the physicians before you make your final decision. It's important to get a second, if not third opinion, and also to check with people through the grapevine, and to see if you can find somebody who's actually had the same thing and had it fixed. Okay, honey?
Well, you are correct about medical people, because I was on the job, and I'm a nurse. You were saying earlier in the show that there's a lot of people in the health and stuff like that.
Oh.
And you would be correct. So.
Okay. Yeah, and you are active. I mean, being a nurse, you're on your feet a lot. You probably have to do a lot of bending at the wrong place of the back in your work. So that's what's going to happen, is you're going to have to be off your feet for a while, or somehow not antagonizing that area, because I think you might have gone back to work too soon, or something like that, because you're probably always taxing that area. Okay, so I would recommend that you try to not do that for a while, honey. I know from what I'm feeling about you, you're the kind of person who wants to get up and go. You don't like sitting around. You know what I mean? You're not a good patient.
Yeah, they haven't let me go back to work yet. I'm just in physical therapy, but some days I have good days and some days I have bad. So I was just wondering if I was going to get back into the nursing. That was kind of like back and everything.
Okay. Well, I think it depends on how you heal. What I see is it's going to take. Okay. I think you're going to need an adjustment there. Something needs. Okay. They need to go in again and clean something out, and then you're going to have to. Okay. You have to really be immobile for a while in that area of your body. Okay. If you can be patient enough.
I'll definitely let you know.
Let me know. But I don't know if by the time you're done healing, because it feels like it's going to be a while, you may have to take. You'll go back in. You'll go back into nursing. You'll go back if you want to. Okay. Do you like to work with children?
Okay.
Do you like to work with children, honey?
I'm actually doing a little bit. Taking in a foster kid. That's my cousin.
Oh, wow.
And I'm also working with some kids that are, well, not really working with them. I've got a nephew that's in like a YDC. So I'm being exposed to more kids than I'm used to.
Yeah, I just feel that you're nursing, you might go into nursing with children when you go back.
Oh,
yeah, because you like working with, you like children, and you like working with children. But whatever you do, you got to make sure you're not hurting that part of your back until it's absolutely healed. Okay, honey. Take care, honey. I'm going to let you go.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Debbie. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to be a good patient when you're used to being the nurse. Okay, I'm going to go to, hold on one second here. I'm trying to find, My goodness. It's hard for me to figure all this out. I'm going to go to Julia, who has asked for another side connection. Julia, hello.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah. There seems to be a mother figure here waiting for you in spirit. Yeah, she's all happy. Aw, she's all happy.
Yeah.
She's all happy, jumping up and down. Usually what I see is, okay, also your name is Julia. There's like a Joanne or a JoJo name kind of popping in also, or Josephine, or it could be a Joseph that's around the situation. It could be somebody in the family or somebody that you know. I just want to add that in. I also see that yeah, she's got a boxier kind of figure. Usually I see them, okay? Boxier kind of figure. Original hair color looks like it's in the darker family. But as it gets, I see the white hair coming in. She liked to wear her hair like up to shoulder length when she was younger, but as she gets older, it looks like she's still wearing a little bit on the longer side. She's not one to have a real short haircut. You remember that about Mom, please, with the hair?
My mom actually had short hair.
Okay.
My grandma. Okay, yeah, she had short hair.
Okay, I see.
As long as I could remember.
Okay, your grandma and your mom both had short hair.
Yeah.
Okay, I see a woman here whose hair goes to shoulder length, and they can show it any time in their life. But she's actually dressed in a 40s style, so this could be grandma when she's younger. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And so as far as you remember, her hair is shorter, but when she's younger, she's wearing it, whoever this is wearing a hair in a longer, up to the shoulder. It's, one of those things where they roll the hair on the top of the head and then it goes narrow around the ears and then it's got a page boy kind of a thing. She's very glamorous looking in her youth. Okay. She's very glamorous looking. The hair color is dark in its original color. She's got light skin, dark hair. Now, did grandma have dark hair, please?
Oh boy. I think both of them. Yeah.
Okay, because dark hair runs in the family, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not. Yeah, they're saying that to me, and they're both laughing. Okay, so grandma wants to pop in first, so let me just do her. She's a beauty. Okay, you look quite a bit like her. Okay, which is high cheekbones. Everything's in balance for the face. Arched eyebrows. Lighter eyes, nice, beautiful white skin, high cheekbones, oval face, full lips. How could I say that the nose is straight with flared nostrils. Very beautiful face grandma has. And you have I'm being told you look a lot like her. Now.
Yeah, so on my mom or dad's side?
We're going to have to figure that out. All I can tell you is what I'm seeing, okay? So I don't have, do you know if you look more like your mom's mom or your father's mom? Do you know that?
Well, I look more like my dad's mom, for sure.
Okay.
I look a lot like my dad.
And did she, do you have any pictures of her where her hair's dark and maybe she's got a 40s kind of do? Do you have any of those?
I'm sure I could find some, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm hearing that you look a lot like her. Okay, and that would determine which grandma this is. All right, because it's very specific. Very beautiful face, beautiful nose, beautiful lips, beautiful this, beautiful that. You're gorgeous, just like her. And she's using a terminology, a way of saying gorgeous, which is kind of funny. Because my stepfather used to say gorgeous like that. He'd say gorge, as if he was Italian. So I don't know. Are you Italian?
No, you would look at me and think that, but I'm not.
Okay. Well, I hear gorge. I like to say gorgeous. You're gorgeous. You're a beautiful girl, just like grandma was and is. She says, yeah, they love you very much. Let me see. I don't know what this means. Something about. Okay, grandma was exposed to something, and maybe other people in your family, I don't really know, but something that is bad for her health that actually gives her something in her lungs, like a cancer or something. Do you know if grandma had a problem with cancer, please? This grandma on the father's side. Okay.
Yeah, almost my whole family.
Oh, yeah, because there's something that's like Your whole family almost, okay. Because there's something that is in the environment that is affecting them, like as if it's a radiation, or it's something in the water, or something that's toxic, like a toxic chemical that's around the environment. Okay. Now,
Wow.
yeah, I don't know what that's all about. But you said almost your whole family has had cancer or suffered from cancer. Where do you live, honey? Where's 512?
Well, I'm in Austin, Texas. That's not where I grew up, though.
Okay. Well, it feels to me, the way she's giving it to me, like there's something in the environment that causes this. Okay, maybe you don't know anything about that. All right, but I will say that to you because I get the feeling like that she's exposed to something. Oh, wait a minute now. You know, we can be exposed to radiation every day of our life. We get radiation from the sun. We get radiation when we get X-rays. So she's giving me the impression, right? There's a radiation in the environment that makes her sick, and it's something to do with the environment. It could be either toxic chemicals in the water or whatever the heck it is. But that's something that she's showing me is something that makes her sick. That's from the environment. She says she's throwing up a lot. She's not feeling well for quite some while. She's sorry to have to tell you all of this because you may not even know it, but she's giving it to me, so I have to give it to you. Okay, now she's your father's mother. I see the man under her. She's throwing up. She's not feeling well. And she also gives me the impression that she died at a fairly young age, didn't live out to full capacity. In her 60s, maybe 70s, the oldest, but looks like more like 60s. Huh?
60s was my mom.
Your mom?
My mom passed away in her 60s.
Okay. Who was 66 when she died?
That's my mom.
Your mom?
Almost.
Okay.
Almost 66, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think this grandma might not have lived very long either. You don't know? Or do you know for sure?
Well, on my mom's side, like in her 80s, and my dad's side in their 80s as well. My mom was 60, so.
Okay, because as I'm on your grandma's energy, I hear 66, and I get the feeling that this grandma did not live to her full, not get the feeling, she says it, I didn't live to my full capacity. And there's something wrong with her lungs. Now, I don't know if she's trying to shift me over to your mom. Let me just see. You might want to check on, unless you absolutely know that Dad's mom died in her 80s, I believe she didn't live to full capacity, and I think she died young.
It was definitely in her 80s.
Okay, then we might be on your mom's energy. Let me just quickly go over there.
I think so.
Okay, let me just go over to Mom. Mom, do you want to come in, sweetheart? Okay, so what I get with your mom is there's something in the chest area for breathing that's very difficult. She's not breathing well, and she has problems with her lungs. Do you understand that, please, for Mom?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Coughing, not feeling well for a while. A lot of problems with her lungs. She even says the word rupture in her lungs, as if there's a hole in her lungs or there's a problem in her lungs. She shows me her lips for some reason out of everything. I don't know why, but she's also quite attractive. Your mom, she looks a lot like Liz Taylor. You got it on all sides of the family, Julie. She's got full lips. Yeah, she's got a face very similar. Good, geez. Face very similar to Liz Taylor. Like to wear her hair, she says, up for a while. Now, I don't know what she means by that, because you told me already she had shorter hair, but it's like the way Liz Taylor had it towards the end of her life on the shorter side, but like just kind of combed up. Has got that kind of, your mom has kind of up sweep to it. I see some salt in with the darker hair. Very pretty woman. Coughing, lung problems, not feeling well for a while. There's a male under her, meaning you have a brother. Do you have a brother, please?
I do have a brother.
Yeah. There's also the number 4. I don't know what 4 of us, maybe it's 4 in the family. There's 4 children in total. I don't know what that is for. Number 4 is important.
Well, 4 now is me, my sister, brother, and dad that are still here.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Yeah, 4. Okay, that's what it is. 4 of us. But she's in spirit. Okay, there's 4 left on Earth. All right. She loves you all very much. She's sorry that she can't stay here much longer, because I'm going to be letting her go in a moment, but she wanted to at least come in for a moment to say hello, give you big hugs and kisses. She says, my love is with all of you. She says, I have not gone very far. I'm just a heartbeat away. I hear all of you in the house a lot.
Yeah.
She says there's arguing going on right now.
Oh, between my dad and sister?
I think so. She says, I don't want to hear any more arguing. She says, all of you get along now. Please get along for me. She says it hurts her to see any kind of discord at home. Try to all get along. She loves you all very much, and she gives you a big kiss and thanks you for calling in this evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Julia, honey. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
God bless.
God bless. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to make sure that there are no more people that made a donation. Hold on, because we have a few minutes left. Yep, we got all that taken care of. Okay, I'm going to go to whoever I can find that seems to be waiting longest in the queue and is wanting a life question. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to go to Jan. She does want an other side connection, but maybe she can give me a live question. Jan, honey, hi.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. Okay, I thought I was going to have a hard time bringing somebody in from the other side for you, but I do feel a mail to you. Okay, I do feel a mail rather quickly. Now, there's something I need to get some more information, sir, from you. Okay, there's a man here for you from Spirit, from the other side, loves you very much. He feels like he's more of a peer energy to you than a father figure. Okay. He also reminds me of, he's giving me a picture. He reminds me of somebody who had problems with his lungs. He's trying to give me everything at once. I see shorter hair. It looks like it turned white. He's very good looking. When I say good looking, I mean he's even features. I usually use a movie star to kind of shorthand that, but I'm having trouble figuring out what movie star he looks like. He's got distinctive features of his own. Whoever this is. Okay. Now, do you have a spouse in Spirit, honey, or a brother, or somebody that's in a peer group to you?
Not really.
Okay. Maybe it is your father then. Okay, so what I see is he's got full lips. The nose kind of hooks over a little bit, but it's not a horrible looking nose. It's a nice nose. It just has a little bit of bend in the front. Nostrils go up. It's narrow. And he's got this hair that's got a little bit of wave to it. It still has a full head of hair, although it looks like it's on the whiter or gray side. He's not really that tall. He's more of a mid-body type. And he's got a compact body type. Might be somebody you're not even thinking of then. Okay, might be somebody you're not even thinking of. From what I'm saying, do you recognize him?
It might be an uncle.
Okay.
90 seconds.
He has a compact body type, someone on the more athletic looking side. He also says he's very good with his hands. He's worked around the house, did a lot of work around the house. He wants to thank you for calling in tonight. Let me see, there's an F name. Oh God, are you overshadowing it with somebody I know that's an uncle? Hold on. Okay, I'll have to say it anyway. Maybe he's using what's in my own subconscious. But there's and this may not be his name, honey, but there's like a Fran or a Frank name.
60 seconds.
Fran or Frank name that comes in. It could be somebody in the family or related to the situation. I feel somebody on Earth that he's referring to, as if he has offspring or something like that on Earth. He also says there's a female with him that's more of a mother figure for you that sits next to him in spirit. So he's trying to, we only have a second left, honey, so that's why I'm going so fast. He's trying to come in and be sort of the ambassador to the spirit world for you, but he says that your mother wants to say hello. Now, you have a mother in spirit, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's the real one that wants to come in. He wanted to come in first just to say hello. Thanks you for that, for recognizing him. He steps aside. Mom comes in. Let me see. She'll give me something quickly. Her hair's on the shorter side. She's
10 seconds.
I'll continue after the show ends. Before I continue, I just want to remind everybody, if you want a private session with me, you get a third extra time free. Just go to booklaura.com, put in radio show and the date, and you will have that. Thanks, everybody, for calling in this evening. I'm going to continue with Jan, because Mom's here. Hold on. So Mom's got this fluffy hair that's on the shorter side. They can show any time in their life. It looks like she's more in her senior years, the vision she's giving me. She's got a straight nose, flared nostrils, a little bit more pointier than the uncle I just saw, but sort of in the same family. I guess they're brother and sister. I don't really know, but she's not that different looking than him. The nose is just a little bit more narrow and a little bit less hooked. Good looking woman. Practical mind, slender body, nice long hands, very pretty hands and narrow wrists the way she shows me them. And she sometimes wears a hat, or she's showing me herself in a hat. She says she wore a hat from time to time. Let me see what else she wants to give me. She's more on the slender side, the way she appears to me. She's good with her health. She takes good care of her health. She takes good care of her skin. She takes good care of herself. She always tried to teach you to do the same. She says, take good care of your health, stay out of the rain, don't get cold, don't catch a chill. Basic kind of things, she says, but good things, good values, good family values, good health values. She says good common sense. She has good common sense. She says you take after her a lot in terms of common sense, although she says you're more sophisticated than her because, you're her daughter, of course. But, you have good basic common sense. She has good basic common sense. Something in the throat area is bothering me. Hold on. Let me see if she wants to develop that or what she's trying to show me here. Throat is bothering her for a while. Lozenges wouldn't help. Soreness there. Upper... There's a tracheotomy or something going on. Did your mom have any problem breathing, honey, towards the end of her life? Do you understand that, honey?
Yes, she was. She had like a stroke, and so it was hard for her to talk.
Okay, is that what it is? Okay. There's also something about a tracheotomy, which means there might have been a time where they actually had to open that up to let air in. Okay, so I don't know when that happened. Maybe it was during the stroke time or not. I don't really know. Do you know about that, love? Because she said it. I don't know.
I didn't know too much. She was in a nursing home, and they just told me to pick up the body, is how they said it. With everybody close to me, it seemed like that happened. So, very sudden and very harsh.
Very harsh. Well, you would know there would have been. I don't think they gave her a tracheotomy when she was in a nursing home. That would be too invasive, really too invasive. And you would know about it. I don't think that you would not know about that.
Yes.
Yeah. But so she shows me the throat area, okay, and she says lozenges wouldn't help. But I want you to know that there's something about her trying to clear her throat also. Maybe she's thinking if she clears her throat, she could talk. That's the way she brings it off to me. Let me see what else. She says there's a lot of good fortune in the family. We have good family values. We've always had a wonderful family life. Good, clean values, good, clean home. Everybody's nice to everybody. We get along fairly well together. She says, yes, it was a sudden end to my life that way, but when I was on Earth, it was a beautiful time. She also gives me another name, like a Louise or an L, Laura, Louise, something like that. There's another, or Larry even, I guess, but mostly Louise, I hear. There's another name that other name comes in. She says she loves you very much. She says, take good care of your health and take good care of yourself, my beautiful daughter. She says, I'm fine here with the angels and with God. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she loves you very, very much. Don't worry about her. She's just fine. What was that, love? Jan?
No, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I know, it's so hard to... She's not been gone that long, right? What, 2-3 years?
It sounds a lot like a girl who was like my sister. She was gone about like 3 or 4 years. Now, my parents have died 35 years ago, but who you just described remind me of the girl I had moved in with because I had some problems at home. And she was like a mom to me. In fact, people, her name is Kathy.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's her. There's also that name Louise and another name Frank. So, put that in your back pocket. Maybe maybe you know it now, maybe it'll resonate later on. But there's something in this area here around the clavicle bone that's very sensitive. There's a problem there with breathing, problem with I guess you said talking. I get breathing, and that they actually had to. She says tracheotomy. So you may not know all that about her because she's more of a friend to you, mother figure friend to you, than with an immediate family. But slender build, okay, and and nice slender hands and a narrow wrist, okay. These are the things I see about her, and liking to wear a hat from time to time. Can you fit all that to this person, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Well, that's who it is coming in. She thanks you so much, honey, for allowing you to come in. Have a beautiful evening, Jan, and thank you for calling in.
Thank you so very much for taking extra time, too. I really appreciate that.
Sure, and I appreciate you, honey, for calling in. Thank you so much, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for allowing me to be of service. I hope I was of service. And may all of you have a beautiful, blessed evening. And I look forward to doing this again with you next Monday night, as this Wednesday I'm going off the grid. Bye, all. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk